Hey everyone, Mac is back. Today I want to talk about the dragon for the free-to-play, the skills on the dragon, and just kind of go over what I think that if you're free-to-play, completely free-to-play, what you should be doing. So let's get into it. So first and foremost, you really have to go with the skills that are going to buff your formation, and most likely as a free-to-play account you're not going for all three troop types because it's super expensive to do that, and clearly you're not paying to do that, so you're not going to. However, that doesn't mean that you're only going to get those two skills. So for instance, if you're running, like, say an infantry cav formation, you're not just going to get infantry attack, cav attack, infantry health, other cav attacks or other infantry attacks as well of different qualities, because you also got to consider you're going to be filling rallies, and you're going to be you're going to get soloed. Your castle's going to get soloed, because even with a free-to-play account, it's pretty easy for one of those mid spenders or even max accounts or even bigger accounts to be able to solo you. So you have to be prepared for that. And if you have more stats for other troops as well that are in your castle, because you're going to have all troop types in there, then you're going to be able to do a lot more counter damage depending on what they attack you with. So for instance, the very first thing I say, so for this account here, this is just my second dragon on my main account. The one thing that I would tell you is to just focus on one dragon at a time. So once you have the first dragon to level 60, then make sure that you put all your skills on there. Once you get the second dragon to, I think it's like level 55, it's slightly bit stronger than the level 60 dragon of your first one. So that's when you want to transfer those skills over to that second dragon. Very easy to do that as well. Just click on the minus here and then add them on. It's real easy. And then once you do that, then you have all your skills on that second dragon, and you can finally upgrade it completely to level 60 once you get to that point. Now the infantry attack is so for instance, what you want to get, say your formation is an infantry cav, we'll just say that for example. So you're going to want to get your infantry attack, a gold infantry attack, and a gold cavalry attack. As you see, I don't have one on this count, but we'll just say there is one on here. Once you get those, make sure you get them all of your skills on your dragon to level 5. And the reason you want to do level 5 is because at level 4 it's only giving 6% for the solo. Now once you get to level 5 and you're in rallies, and once you get into those rallies, you're gonna they're gonna use your skills, your stats for that. You can see here that it gives an extra 7% in rallies when sending reinforcements, and it'll stack up to 60%. So you want to make sure that you get that max 60% when you're in those rallies. So but then once you get the infantry attack to level 5, that's when you want to just start to push it and get to the level 9, because as you can see from levels 1 through 8 you're only getting that 13%. Then you get the rallies at level 5, and then the very last skill that they have is the attack reversal, which is actually reducing the enemy by another 6.4%, and then you add that a total amount to your troops, which can reduce up to 24%. So that can actually be 48% in a rally, which is really, really good, adding this all together. So you want to do this one at a time. So get every one of your skills up to level 5, so you can at least when you get in those rallies, you're adding on to those stats as well, and then push each one of these individually up to level 9. It's going to take you a little while to do that, but that's definitely what you want to be doing. And then if you go into the skill raffle here, you can also see that make sure that you buy these normal skill raffle tokens every day at reset. They're 50,000 gold, which shouldn't be too bad for you to be able to do, and you can use those every time. Then once you get your skill redeem tokens, once you get this up to 800, then go ahead and purchase legendary scroll here, which is another 1,000 experience, and that will help you add up as well. Getting back to what you want to put on your dragon, so you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 skills until you get that blessing and luck, which is going to take a while. So you have 6 skills. Of those 6 skills, if you're running an infantry cav formation, you're going to want to have a gold infantry attack, a gold cavalry attack, a gold infantry health. But don't forget the spear, because like I said, you're going to want to have spear as well, so have a gold spear attack. So that's going to be 4 of the first 6. Now beyond that, if you can get the Legion skills, and that's something that's gonna take a little while to be able to do, are those Legion skills. As you can see here, that this is right now is the Bowman attack bonus Legion skill. So it actually adds more. It goes from 20% when it's at max, where these gold ones only go to 16, so it's an extra 4%. It's not a massive increase, and plus if you're going to replace it, you might have you're not only gaining the 4% unless you keep the skills on there. So those first 4 that I told you, and then if you have any of those Legion skills, if you can get a a hell, there's no attack in there except for the bow, and you're not going to want that on there anyway. So if you can get a like for instance, this has an infantry frontline. If I can get an infantry health badge here, then I would definitely go for that one, and then add that on there. That would be your 5th skill, and then that last skill that you have, that's totally up to you. Do you want to do? You could put another, a purple infantry attack, a purple cav attack, or a purple spear attack. I would recommend more in the lines of one of your main formations, so either an infantry or cav in this example, and have that on there as well. Now, to kind of expedite the upgrading and also trying to get some of these Legion skills here. So you're going to eventually get some of these advanced tokens, and then you can see if you get 50 of them, you get an extra 8. If you get 200, you get extra experience, but you don't get any more tokens if you get 500. So these are it's gonna take a while to get a bunch of these. There's a couple options I would recommend. So either going to 50 to get an extra 8, so you're going to get 58, which will be a nice little push as well. Don't stop at 200. Make sure you get to 500, and don't stop at 800. Make sure you get to 1200. If you do wait to 1200, usually about 1200 is where you're going to be able to unlock one of these skills. So if you can wait to that far, then it's difficult on a free to play. So I wouldn't recommend it. I would say go with the 50. Every time you get 50, go ahead and do that. And even on a main account, it's a little bit difficult unless you're spending a lot to be able to get a lot of these advanced tokens. So that's what I would say to do in that respect. Another small recommendation is if you have a farm account, to get all these gathering skills as well. So the resource gathering, try to get that up to obviously as high as you possibly can. And as you can see, the very first 4 again, is going to give you 12% gathering speed. And once you get to 5, that's where you want to get it. You get the additional resources of 14% just to start, which is really nice. And then you can max that out at 25% gathering speed and 25% additional resources. So that's just something extra that you might want to look into as well, because that can help you. As more of a farming account. Because if you're a free-to-play fighting account, you're gonna hopefully you have farms, or you have an alliance that can give you resources, or you gather resources, because you're not really going to want to use these as kind of a waste. You want to merge these into your attack skills. I think that's the best way to go about it. And lastly, I wanted to just kind of reiterate about the Legion skills themselves. So this was one that this spear attack is not one that as a free-to-play you're going to be able to get, but if you can get a spear health or a cav or infantry health, it'll be exactly the same thing. So when you start off with the initial one, it gives you 2.5% of whatever that may be, and then you also, since they're Legion skills, they automatically go into the reversal as well, which we talked about before. Once you get your gold skills. So that's why it's worth saving up and getting these skills as well, because as you go down to the very end, you're still looking here at 20% of whatever the skill may be, plus 20% in rallies, stacking to 60, and then you're also looking at the in this case another 8%, actually basically another 16% added on to your attack as well for the reversal, and so rally troops. You're going to get 8% for yourself, and then in the rallies they'll even give more. So you're going to be, as a free-to-play, you're probably going to be a rally filler unless you've been playing this game forever and you had one of the most efficient accounts. Then you might be able to rally, or maybe you'll rally just some smaller type castles that are within your range. So I hope this has helped. I hope that you kind of understand a little bit about your dragon. They're very important. Biggest thing I can say is focus on one dragon, all your skills on that dragon, and then just kind of build up those skills based on what your formation is, and you know, kind of go from there. And it's a kind of a grind in a sense, but overall it's the dragons are one of the best features in the game to do damage because of the way that they've progressed. So until next time, Mac out.